Well, good morning, everyone. Let's talk about feminism. Yesterday, we talked about feminism, about girls in their 20s and their ridiculous high expectations. Now, let's talk about feminism with women in their 30s who are still single, who are now learning the terrible reality of how you just cannot defeat biology. I don't care what degree you had, what your professors told you, what the media and social media has told you. Biology always kicks in. And the same media that fed you lies forever and ever that you believed, you're starting to realize they lied to you. Now, there are plenty of videos of women on YouTube and TikTok of women in their 30s who have realized that what they've been told is a whole crap of lies. They were promised this, and that. They had their ideas of the six man. No, I'm not talking about Satanist. 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, and a 6-figure income. And what those idiots don't realize, that you have a whole bunch of women fight over the same man, and men only make about maybe 10% of the population. And obviously, the higher the income you go, the smaller that percentage gets. So they pretty themselves up. They tell themselves, I'm a 10, I deserve better. Problem is, math goes against you. Once again, the laws of economics and common sense never change. And what they realize, all the potential good guys they turned around or rejected because either they were too short, they didn't have that dream model body, or because they didn't make enough money for their lifestyle, even though they're not still living on their own, still broke from college loans and credit cards and God knows what else. The same ones that didn't want to cook, clean, and do laundry are still cooking, cleaning, doing their own laundry by themselves. And now you're starting to hear the complaints about how expensive it is for it to be a single woman this day and age. Okay, it's no different for the single man, and it's no different for the family. Your money does not have any more buying power than my money does. What you are saying is, I can't make it on my own because I thought someone would have wifed me up already, snatched me up and taken care of me. And it didn't happen because, one, even though you said you are a strong, independent woman, didn't need a man. You still wanted one to be a lapdog. Let's be honest. You didn't want a husband, you wanted a man-slave or a lapdog. Now you're realizing you're anywhere from 32 to 39. Your biological clock is ticking. And because you've rejected so many men, or because you made too many stupid TikTok videos that people recognize you from your 20s, no one's going to approach you because they will realize you're a gold-digging, in-debt idiot. And now the reality is of these women, oh man, I know, now I gotta lower my standards. Lower your standards to what? Lower your standards to the real traditional decent man that wanted to really love you and care for you? If you call that lowering your standards, I got news for you. You haven't changed. You still expect someone to take care of you, even though you're a feminist and you're a strong, independent woman who doesn't need a man. But the reality, you're getting tired of being a third wheel, a fifth wheel, or a seventh wheel when you go out with friends. You come home to an empty house or apartment or condo, and there's no one there for you. Now, you still may be beautiful, very possible, plenty of good, or gorgeous women in their 30s. But then the reality is, you're now facing the woman and competing against a woman who you were just 10 years ago. You're facing a 10-year younger version of what yourself is. And that's what men are going after. They want the younger, more beautiful woman who has less baggage. Even though they're probably not as smart as you now, because you realize the ways of your own stupidity. Men still see it as the 20-year-old as, well, no, she's young, she hasn't learned yet. Man, I can do something with this. And that's what you're competing against now. And you realized that your size D breast, or your size C breast, which were very firm in your 20s, is not as firm now. Your big silver dollar nipples are not as young as the 20-year-old silver dollar nipples. Your body's not as firm as the other one. You need more makeup to cover up your imperfections. You may be dyeing your hair to compete. And now you're realizing that being a strong, independent woman is not worth it. Biology kicks in. You want a man to take care of you. And now that you're wasting about anywhere between 10 to 15 years of your life. Being a self-centered, ungrateful, godless street whore. Because the men you might have been banging for that one night stand who you thought were going to take you realized that because he has women competing for him, a lot more women competing for him, he didn't need you. And now you have all these soul ties. We call now this day and age a body count, where you slept with all these men. You're not damaged. You're psychologically damaged. You realize those men that use me have prettier women and are doing better than you. And all the average men that rejected you are also doing better than you, with women who probably like them, hopefully. And now the very men you rejected years ago, you now try to flirt with, and they're like, oh, now you want me? I'm already married. Oh, now you want me? So I'm your second choice, you'll be third choice. Oh, you're settling for me? Yeah, honey, I'm done with you. Go ahead. And then that same woman will complain, how come no good men will like me? Well, because the good men did like you 10 to 15 years ago, and you said you weren't good, and then you told them they were not good enough. So now that the shoe's on the other foot, you don't like it. And the sad thing is, many women won't accept responsibility for what they did. They'll still blame the man, because they're entitled to have a man to take care of them, to take care of their lifestyle, even though they cannot sustain their own lifestyle. Women like this bring zero to the table. Men, avoid those women. Men of God, avoid those women. Bible says be evenly yoked in your relationships, and there's a reason for that. You don't have Jesus Christ together in your marriage, you might as well just walk the plank. And it comes to that when it comes to how to deal with money, because most divorces end because of money, and raising children. Now, to some credit, some will take responsibility. Some will say, yeah, I was deceived. I need to change who I am. I need to stop sleeping around, get on my knees, pray to God, or just be a better person and let God make me the woman he needs to be for that man. Then you got the ones in their 30s who realize they were duped, realize they ain't working out for them, realize they messed up, but they won't change. They are still looking for the high executive male with over 6 figures because they're broke. And they don't want to work no more. They can't stand being an independent woman. And again, why would a man want someone as helpless as you? If you only picked up a Bible, you would have known what your role is as a woman. Now, for all those haters out there that says, you just want women to be barefoot and pregnant. No. Listen. Women still need to go to school. They still need to be educated. And it's okay to have a career. And if you saw my last video on getting married and learning how to fly with only one income, just in case something bad goes wrong, you would understand what I mean. Feel free to go back and look at my videos. And if women do want to stay at home with the children, they could do an online business. Or, God forbid, something happens to their man where they get hurt at work, they can't work, they may be able to go to work and hold the fort down till he gets back on his feet. Especially if he has a blue-collar position. So, I've always been in favor of a woman getting education and having some type of skill set or two for that reason. And vice versa. What if the woman gets hurt or she's sick? And the man has to do it by himself. Financially, you're able to do it. But no, in your late teens, when you were the in crowd in college, when you thought, hey, I'm sexy, I deserve this, I'm worth this, I deserve this, I don't need a man, but you're competing for the same type of man because you cannot achieve what he achieved. You might be chasing your tail around. Well, there are only so many of those men to go around. And the reality is, you are not one of them. In the meantime, you use others as your boy toys to get what you want temporarily, and now you're still left with nothing. Go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and blame yourself. What's your opinion? I'd like to know. Comments down below. Keep the country in prayer. I hope these women wake up, change your ways, because you're the future of the country. And we need you to do well. We'll talk to you later.